just a caring, energetic little girl. She's, I feel, so smart and attentive to other people's needs and way beyond her years.
Andie is, she's the sunshine that enters a room. Probably one of the happiest-go-lucky little girls that you've ever met. You would never know that she has a medical condition.
My name is Andie Morrison, and I'm going to tell you my story. This is a picture of my family. I have my mom, my dad, my sister Hannah, and me, Andie. My mom remembers when I was born.
She came out with a perfect complexion, not a single red mark on her. We found out now that it's because she was anemic at birth, but at that time we just thought, oh, she has the perfect complexion. Everyone used to call her a porcelain doll.
When I was a baby, I got really, really sick.
It got to the point where after she would eat, she would vomit and she would be exhausted. And she couldn't even move. And all she could do was just move her eyes to look up at me. And I took her upstairs one day and I said, honey, we gotta go to the hospital. This isn't normal.
This is my hospital. There's a big B on the side of the building. It's called Children's Hospital at London Health Science Centre, but I call it my second home.
Diamond black vein anemia is extremely rare. It's not the first thing a doctor thinks of when a baby comes in requiring a blood transfusion. Essentially, in patients with DBA, it's a bone marrow failure. So their bone marrow does not work properly. So you and I, we have stem cells and they transform into red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Andie can produce white blood cells and platelets. She can't produce red blood cells.
This is me at the hospital. I have to go there every 3 weeks to get a blood transfusion.
Had to come to a realization that she was different. And I think up until that point, she actually thought that everybody went to the hospital for transfusions. She didn't know she was any different.
When I go to the hospital, it takes all day. I have to make school, and I don't like that. And I really don't like needles.
And so Melissa would come in and they had a routine. So they'd come in and they'd have to play with squeeze Play-Doh to get the veins ready. And then while she was getting her IV, Melissa would blow bubbles. And every once in a while Melissa would come by with these sticky bubbles and they'd stick to everything. And of course, Andie thought that was amazing.
This is me with Melissa. She helps me when I go to the hospital. Melissa is a child life specialist. And this is me with Ollie the clown. When he makes me laugh, I don't think about being sick.
Andie's really fond of Ollie. One time when Andie went to bed, she fell asleep with Ollie's balloon, and that picture is in our family album. What he does at Children's Hospital impacts our daughter that much.
This picture was drawn by my sister Hannah. We share a bedroom at home. My sister helps me every night when I have to have another poke. This medicine takes the extra iron out of my body. It works while I sleep.
Times when it gets to the point where it's past our expertise as parents. We don't know how to help our child when they're going through that depression time and when they're having those thoughts. I mean, Andie was breaking down in the fall of 2013. She was breaking down at least 3 to 4 times a week in tears. I don't want to have this anymore. I don't like DBA. I hate DBA, Mommy. I'm allowed to say that because it's not a good thing.
I'm in grade 2 now. This is me and my grade 1 teacher, Mrs. Murray. I gave her a present last year. When I grow up, I want to be a nurse so I can help kids get better and not be afraid.
I think that would be the perfect job for her. And Andie wants to be a nurse when she grows up. She's been dealing with nurses her whole life, and those are the people that interact with her the most at Children's Hospital. And what a better way to give back to the community than becoming a nurse herself.
It's so wonderful to be treated at Children's Hospital. It's large enough to deal with something so rare as DBA.
We're extremely thankful to the donors and people that provide support to Children's Hospital because they They allow Andie to experience programs and services and the top of the line equipment, and that makes our stay so much better. That she can have art therapy, that she can see Ollie, that without that support, all of those things wouldn't be there or possible.
Please donate now at childhealth.ca and help kids like me. Thanks.